Hi folks, Dr. Bob McCauley, NootriCognition and NootriCognition Ultra, my best brain products. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of my health updates. What's become really popular recently are these nootropics you see on the market. They're brain products. They're all over the place, and they do all sorts of things. They try different strategies about how to feed the brain, and my strategy is pretty simple. Now, the two main herbs in NootriCognition are bacopa and rhodiola. Now, bacopa is an Ayurvedic herb, comes out of India. It's got bacteroxylic acid, or what we call bactericides. That's the active chemical that's really helps us to focus and concentrate. And the other one's rhodiola. And that's got rosavins, and that's for the same reason. It helps us to focus, concentrate, feeds the brain. The other two main ingredients in NootriCognition, not NootriCognition Ultra, are Alpha-GPC and Phosphatidylserine. Alpha-GPC is a type of choline that feeds the brain. The three things the brain needs: fats, acid, choline. We definitely has choline, and then you feed it alpha-GPC, and that really turns into acetylcholine and produces all this types of choline in the brain. And what phosphatidylserine does is it takes down cortisol levels. Cortisol is what causes us a lot of stress. So this kind of helps rein in the brain and keep it focused. So you don't have a brain just kind of running wild and thinking. The PS, or phosphatidylserine, what that does is it brings it under control. Now, the other things we put in this formula are some additional amino acids. Again, your brain's always looking for these particular amino acids. This is for focus and concentration, for feeding the brain, so we put in the ones that the brain's going to need the most for those amino acids. And then the other one is something called P5P. Now, P5P is a type of very highly concentrated active form of vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is the brain vitamin. This is the one you really need. So we put some P5P in it. That really, helps it out quite a bit, really helps drive it. There's a little bit of caffeine, only about 40 milligrams in there per dose. So very small amount. That's it's kind of the knocks on the brain, says hello. That's all that caffeine will do. It's a stimulant. You don't really want stimulants. You want things feeding the brain and really helping it to concentrate and focus and really naturally, and not these kind of, the other things that are out there that are full of caffeine and other stimulants that will help you to focus for a little while and then falls apart. And this is a problem with all the ADD medications, Ritalin and Adderall, all those, they really don't work because they're not really feeding the brain. They're just kind of playing around with it for a while. You think you can focus and concentrate, which you can for a while, and then it all falls apart because you're never feeding the brain. Brain's incredibly complicated. We're just finding out really how it works and what it does. Now, the difference between NootriCognition and NootriCognition Ultra is that in the NootriCognition Ultra, you have 50% more alpha-GPC and phosphatidylserine. These are the two key ingredients that are in NootriCognition that really drive the whole formula. And all these things, the amino acids that are in them, and the herbs that are in them, and the alpha-GPC, they all work synergistically. If you were just to take them by themselves, each one of them, they wouldn't have nearly the effect they have when they're all put together in one formula. And that's why you make formulas like these. They're so much more effective, when you use something like triacine, which is an amino acid, with the alpha-GPC, or L-theanine with the alpha-GPC, or the PS, or phosphatidylserine. So, looking at it that way, that's why you do all these formulas, and why you put everything together into one place and take it at one time. They work together really well. They work together, they play together. NootriCognition, NootriCognition Ultra, Dr. Bob, I'll see you next time.